Yo, I may cuss, but I don't curse. Let's get that situated first. In Pisces, it's our time. Last but not least, of course, here to do a reading for y'all, for us, right? Cross watchers included. You're all welcome to be here. You could be here. You should be here. So why not? I appreciate it. So we're gonna set it off with a 3-card draw. I ain't gonna hold you long. Starting off with the Princess of Swords, followed by the Empress in reverse, followed by the King of Pentacles. Now, what I'm feeling here is this. You have this attitude right now that I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I'm gonna keep it a bean. If you, like, you got enemies, you got known enemies. You know exactly who your enemies are, and you feel like you've reached a certain point. Like, you've reached a point. Some of y'all, you've reached the point of you've had enough. Others of you, you have reached the point of success. And whichever point it is, you feel like, man, this would be a good time to come down on them right now. Pause. But you get what I'm saying? Like, you be like, yeah, I'm up right now. And what you're being asked, though, or what you're being told, rather, is that you already won. Your enemies got nothing on you. Like, nothing. They can't touch you. Like, they're beneath you. I'm just keeping it a bean. I must talk in those types of terms. So it's not that having this attitude is beneath you. It's acting it out would be beneath you. It would be hustling backwards. It would be, what's that word that I'm looking for? You know what I'm talking about. Self-undoing. And that's not cool for you. You don't even need to do that right now, because you're not only just a formidable foe to other people. That's not what this is about. You are a warrior, that's for sure. But you're also noble. So you could take the noble route and say, you know what, I don't have to deal with that shit. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And just get into another vibe and take another route and don't crash out and risk, because there's risk at hand. You know what I'm saying? You got shit to lose. I told you, you've reached the point. So it's like, now you got shit to lose. So why do that? Why wage war on a war that you've already won? You don't need to see blood. Universe is communicating that to you. Also, there's someone in your vibe right now. There's someone in your energy, or there has been someone in your energy that is very nurturing to you, very giving to you, very generous to you. And it's being said to not cross this person. What I mean, don't cross this person, I mean not on some villain type shit, but not to take them lightly, not to just look at them surface level. It is actually deeper than what you've first imagined, is what I'm picking up on. And this person's no joke. Like, when I say no joke, I mean almost like unsuspecting. Like, they might have even told you before too, like, you know, I've done this before, I've done that before. And you're like, what? Get the fuck out of here. Like, you wouldn't suspect them of that type of capability, but they are. They are. But only when you make it, or should I say, when you get more personal with them. But this person has already showed you love and been generous with you. And I'm not saying that it has necessarily been physical, if you know what I mean. But it has been done in some type of way. So it's showing that you could be vulnerable with this person. I don't know why, but that's part of the love language. That's part of the play. That's part of what's at hand right here. And this person, you might have even done business with this person, or you're doing business with this person, or you're about to do business with this person. And that's also part of the language. You know how to say you're in bed with someone is when you do business with them, or whatever the case may be. So I'm looking at like the exchange of funds and finances and stuff like that as an actual love language, as in astrology it is, with Venus ruling over. I be telling my clients this shit sometimes too. Like, yo, listen, they ask me questions about love and what do you think of? Like, yo, listen, once the exchanges get involved, you in love. You in bed with the... I don't want to digress, but this Empress is speaking volumes out here right now, and it's in reverse, so it's giving to me, it's giving me the vibe of, listen, just don't take the person lightly that is nurturing you. Not only that, I knew I was picking up on something else, or why I was picking up on business. You've been doing a lot of business lately that I guess is also in the field of caring for people, healing. Maybe you touch people, masseuse or something along those lines, or you just touch people with your words, something along that line. Maybe you're a musician or something. You've been doing it at a level lately that has been so consistent that you've forgotten about yourself. And that's what has this Empress upside down as well, is because you're making decent enough money to be able to go shower yourself, and you've lost out on that. You've forgotten about that because you've been running around for everybody else. And granted, you run a business, you do what you do, you do what you got to do, right? You always should make time for yourself. That's part of the whole plan. You understand what I'm saying? And if you don't have that type of time anymore, raise your prices. I'm just keeping it a bean. I gotta say it how I gotta say it. I gotta call it how I see it too. Because what I'm seeing is, with this Empress reverse, there's some powerful people in your energy. Powerful person, definitely. Now, the King of Pentacles is also out here in response to the Princess of Swords. Should you maintain the noble route instead of going after your enemies? Because the King of Pentacles is out here noble as fuck. Noble as fuck, and knowing how to give back. Like this Empress energy is. So, sometimes when people get into business with you, it's not just because they want to buy something off you. It's not just because they want to try you out or try your product out. It's actually a form of investment. So I'm picking that up as well. Like, this person that is nurturing you and wanting you to be vulnerable at that is actually investing in you. So they expect something in return. Keep that in mind. What exactly, it may not look exactly as the form of the exchange that's happening now, but it's probably in the form of, like I said, taking care of yourself. They would love to see that. They would love to see you bought a new shirt or something. You know what I'm saying? Do your hair or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something that takes care of yourself to let it, just, it's for that. It's for that. They would love to see that, because then they know that you're putting the money back into the business. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes it's about image. Sometimes you gotta work on your image to attract more, whatever the case may be. If that's what it is, so be it. Whatever it is, do it. You know what I mean? Because it's going to make you a more prominent business figure. But it's always a but, right? Pause. Yo, that's crazy work. But it's also being shown here, for those of you that are in like spiritual work, to not get so bogged down to business to where it's like that shit is ran like a fucking like a warehouse facility or something. You understand what I'm saying? To the point where it no longer feels like you're doing spiritual work. Like I said, you might have been taking on so much. I'm getting a lot of y'all been taking on so much business lately that you really have forgotten about the self-care part, the self-love part, which attracts more. And it's like, it's because you're letting the spirituality slip away, or the essence of whatever business you're doing slip through the cracks. Pause, this is crazy work. In exchange for being this stiff, I'm just saying all the correct words today, right? I got away with words today. But you're being this tight ass now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, relax, calm your tits. Like, what the fuck? Because you can fuck around and lose the grip on the spirituality, especially for those who are dealing in spirituality. You can forget that that's what brought you to this point. Remember, we started at a point. Brought you to this point is whatever it is that you do. And I feel largely it got something to do with spirituality. So don't forget that when you get all into this business and you get into the structuring of it and the rule setting, and it has to be this way and all that. Listen, don't get caught up in that. All right. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Until next time, I'm out.